Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Señoras y señores, live! It's time!
I think you're muted, Chris.
Oh, well, there goes all my intro. Sorry, there goes my intro.
I was waiting for it to pop up on Twitch to make sure it was you and not me.
6-7. There you go. Welcome in everybody to your premier sports entertainment talk show on the internet. We are live on a Wednesday night ahead of Wild Card Weekend, and we will be talking all football this show, getting you caught up on all the matchups and everything you have to look forward to as we approach the playoffs. Yeah, we are in the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Playoffs?
We're talking about playoffs tonight, and that's what we're going to be digging into. And we're also going to be talking. We did get through Black Monday. Black Monday was very dark for some coaches. Most likely going to be a lot of movement even after all of these changes. There was some rumors that, maybe Miami might be interested in talking to John Harbaugh. And wait a minute, you're saying yourself, Miami has a coach. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's true. That's true. Miami does have a coach, but kind of coincidentally, they are interested in talking to John Harbaugh per reports. So there might be some moving parts still coming our way, which we can't wait to get into as well. But we're going to talk some of the head coaching changes. We're going to get into all of the matchups. We're going to give you our best bets, and we're going to make our predictions. I have a feeling we're going to probably do prediction for both Scotty, myself, and Rec. We're going to all three put our predictions out there, and then go through what we think is going to happen. I mean, I've seen so many. So we talk a lot about this season is wide open. Like, there's not really anyone that's a guaranteed favorite outside of maybe the Rams. And even then, like, the Rams are probably the weakest sure thing we've had in a long time when it comes
I don't even call them a sure thing. Their defense has sucked this last month.
Right. And I think that's something that is going into a lot of these predictions that I'm seeing all over the internet. I'm looking around the internet, and there are so many different. I have people making predictions that the Jags are going to win the championship. I got predictions that the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. I got predictions that the Rams. I got Eagles. I mean, it is so wide open with, like, no one knows. So that's what's going to make this exactly. That's what's going to make this pretty interesting this year in our predictions, because literally there's so many different ways that this could go. That I mean, I haven't seen that much overlap in a lot of people's predictions when it comes to the, But what's up, Scotty? Welcome in.
How we doing?
Good.
Bots down.
Buddy?
uh
Oh, bots down. No.
oh yeah, sorry. It's
I actually don't care.
we'll get the bot. It is connected. It should
Cuban Benny, Broncos Nugs Avs championship parlay.
be. What is that parlay looking like? What kind of odds do you got on that, Cuban?
But I mean, throw the Rockies in there. I'm sure that would raise the odds a lot.
I mean, he could throw the Rockies in there and it would still amount to the same winnings. 0.
What's up,
$0.
Cuban? What's up, Brendan? Medusa's in the house.
Was that Johnny Manziel clip of him just going 0? Where the hell is
Listen,
Chammy? He knows what I'm talking about.
No disrespect. I'm off the Avs now. 2 in a row lost.
Two in a yeah. Something's
I don't
wrong.
even
Again-
look at them right now. I can't even look at them right now.
Something's
You gotta
wrong.
lose- It's the long con, trying to fall to the 2 seed so you don't.
I don't.
So
think
you
we
don't
can
have to
fall.
get eliminated.
I don't even think that's possible.
Yeah. The Avs lost 2 straight. Meanwhile, the Nuggets are playing with 6 dudes night to night, and they're winning games on
They had
a
more-
road
they had
trip.
more tonight, but I didn't like. I mean, obviously these last 2. I can't believe they won these last 2.
So, did you see the Sixers game? I don't know if you watched it at all, but that Sixers game.
There's some of it. No, not a lot of it. But
What's crazy is I looked at the line before the game, and I was like, the line was 14.5. And I was like, I would take the Nuggets all day on that line, because it's like, you know how you teams just hustle a little bit more, and then there's that letdown of like the favorite who's supposed to be good that overlooks those teams that don't have any players playing. There's just always that boost, and you're never getting that. I mean, 14.5. I know the Nuggets were missing all their starters, but I was like, man, that feels like the right side.
I know they're missing all their starters and 2 of their 3 first off the bench, but
Like, but
yeah.
no. Did I bet it? I did not.
You didn't bet it?
No, I didn't. I was
thought
like,
you bet it.
when I saw
Should've
it,
taken a money line.
no, when I saw it, I was like, that's the 14.5 is the right side, but I'm not going to bet it. So
It's the right side,
Thanks.
but no.
no,
Thanks for not betting it. 'cause
Yeah.
that could have ruined it.
yeah, that might have put them the other. I mean, Vegas, the line would have shifted. The Vegas odds would have moved off of my money coming in, and
And they had a lot of their guys back. Well, obviously, they still don't have Jokic, but like most other guys played. They got Gordon and Brown back now. But I didn't see them winning tonight either. They're 8.5 tonight. Dogs at Boston, and
They
won.
they won.
I wouldn't say easily, but kind of like. I mean, they won comfortably. It wasn't like down to the wire necessarily.
Yeah,
It wasn't like a shot at the end. I mean, that overtime was stressful to watch the other night.
it
Chris.
was stressful.
5 minutes of NBA basketball. The Nuggets scored 5 points over 5 minutes and won.
Makes
5 to
sense.
4. 5 to 4 in overtime. Like that's insane. In an
Also-
NBA game with 5 minutes on the clock.
Also, speaking of Colorado sports, did y'all hear the news that came out today?
Regarding Colorado sports,
Yep.
I have other sad, well, not just annoying. Well, whatever. Colorado sports. Nah, I don't know what you're specific.
With the Avalanche.
No.
Oh, is it Landeskog out for a little bit?
No,
we
but
knew that.
no, but that wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Landeskog's gonna be out like a couple 2-3 weeks. Like it's an arm injury. It's an upper body injury, which I'll take at this point for Landeskog.
But no, 2027 Winter Classic, the Colorado Avalanche
Oh, I heard this. Yes.
will be traveling to Utah to play in the 51,000 seat stadium against the Mammoth.
Yeah. do the outdoor games really still have the same effect in the NHL? I don't feel like they do anymore.
I don't know. I don't. I mean, I think that there's.
We hosted one at Coors Field with the Avs against the Red Wings. I don't know how many years ago. I mean, it was fun to have it there. Ironically, it was almost too warm that day, where they were worried the ice was melting too much. Which has been this winter for us too.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
got to skate
despite
on
that,
the ice on Coors. I got to skate on the ice, which is cool. But like,
nice.
I don't know. I don't know how much that pulls anymore. Is it still a big thing for hockey? I saw the announcement today.
This year was the second straight year with less than 1 million viewers, says Joe.
For the Winter Classic, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know if it still has the same intrigue it did. It was a great idea and it worked for many years. Now it's a little like, all right, been there, done that.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
but they probably still do it just because it's
well,
because
and
these stadiums hold more fans than
Sure.
any other one. So it's
Sure.
like, yeah.
yeah, do it. And it's obviously Utah and not a new franchise, but a new franchise there, relatively. So their first one, they'll sell it out. They'll make money off that.
Joe Quills, it's also on TNT and not free TV.
Isn't TNT free?
I mean, if you pay
Really
for
not.
TNT not free now?
on
What
YouTube,
is free?
it's included in YouTube TV, but then you have to pay for YouTube TV. So if you don't pay for YouTube TV or like a live
Well,
TV streaming,
in order to get TNT in all my life, you had to pay for like cable or satellite
Joe
or
Quills,
whatever.
it's not on Fubo, etc.
yeah.
It's not on Fubo. I don't know about Fubo very much.
I would assume it would do better when it's not in Florida.
True, yeah.
I mean,
Probably.
we also had one that was in Dallas a few years ago.
Black market. Is this NBA talk today or exclusively NFL? Well, we throw out your NBA topics off the top here because that's when we're going to get to any kind of NBA news that you want to talk about. But mainly, this is going to be preview for Wild Card Weekend because we are here. It is playoff time, and we are talking. We are here.
I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm here.
we're here. We're talking some NBA also coming up here soon. I think we're going to start the Thursday streams. But while we have the NFL going on with the playoffs and everything, it's going to be pretty heavy into NFL. Underwhelming Trae Young trade. Timberwolves are legit. Sorry about the Jokic injury. Yeah, the Jokic injury, I think he's going to be back sooner. They were like, oh, he's going to be back sooner rather than later. He was walking on it like 2 days after that, just fine. I know that there's like some bone bruise stuff that he's got to figure out, but
Yeah, I've heard he might come back quick, and he probably could. I wouldn't do it.
no.
Let him go through the All-Star break. He might come back for like 3 or 4 games before the All-Star break. Then he also has to play in the All-Star game, which he doesn't want to do.
Yeah, he does.
At all.
Yeah, he wants to go hang out with his boy Luca for a weekend. He
He
does.
likes Luka, but he doesn't want to play in the game. I, as a Nuggets fan, especially there were a lot of Nuggets fans that were like, we won't win a game without Jokic. And now we're somehow winning games. I don't know how. I'm very confused. But I would not. I would let him rest through the All-Star break and then bring him back after the All-Star break. Personally.
Can I tell you though? Can I tell you how? And by the way, this was breaking news, and I honestly just saw this too. Atlanta Hawks. I want to get back to the Jokic thing. There's something important I want to talk about that. But we have the breaking news that I literally just I saw this.
I saw that he was hugging his teammates today. So he must have known.
Atlanta Hawks are trading 4-time All-Star Trae Young to the Washington Wizards for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. Wow. Okay. I know Atlanta.
The Wizards did something good? Is that legal?
I actually thought, because somebody in the chat said the Timberwolves. I was like, oh, that would be legit. What, the Wizards?
The Wizards.
What?
I mean, to be fair, if you can fleece the Hawks like that, you take it.
I mean,
No, this is for the Hawks. This is a financial thing.
Still
This
fleece.
is simply financial. You get McCollum and Kispert off the books over this year. You have money to spend. You're not going anywhere with Trae Young.
Also,
I
too,
think this is a better trade for the Hawks than it is the Wizards. I would understand a team that can compete wanting to add Trae Young. The Wizards adding Trae Young, I don't even know what the fuck they're doing, to be honest.
I mean, the Wizards are still kind of in that feel out phase. It sounds like it feels like they're trying to, like, they've been making some good moves over the last couple of years with, like, clearing out some of the old clutter on the roster, getting draft picks, trying to see what's going to fit.
And what do they do? They add clutter.
And then they add clutter. Yeah, exactly.
They're like giving them credit, and they're 10-26, Chris. And there is no reason in the world a team that's 10-26 should be trading for Trae Young.
Yeah.
Not a single reason in the world. I mean, part of me thinks, I'm not qualified to be a GM. But if some of these GMs are making moves like this, maybe I am, Chris. Maybe I am, because that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Well, and too, like the Atlanta Hawks, they added financial flexibility, like you said. So now they can pursue a salary over the next several months. I think, Anthony Davis is one that I think has been thrown out there that, is the Mavericks are potentially trying to move away from, that maybe you can pair, Anthony Davis with Trae Young or something along those lines. Not to say that would be the way I would go about it, but I know that they have just a availability to be paying for bringing on a big time salary if they needed to or wanted to.
Hawks?
The Hawks, if they wanted to.
No, they should not. They should be in a dumpster fire. This draft is, they should want to be in the top 3 picks of this draft.
I mean, have
Chris. I watched Kansas last night, right? I don't know if you saw any of that game.
I did not.
They were losing. Darren Peterson, who's going to be a top 3 pick in the draft, has been injured a lot, right? Not playing. Even in all these games, he comes out at the end of the game. He did it again in this game. Whatever. They were down 12 with less than 2 minutes to go. They were down 9 with less than 90 seconds to go. Somehow made it to overtime and won. But Darren Peterson, when he he's almost this year scoring a point per minute he's on the court. He's very close to that, which the dude is going to be an absolute bona fide superstar in the league. I have zero doubts about that. Unless he's a bitch and gets injured all the time. He's kind of acting right now. But some of that might just be hey, we're protecting our future. But I don't know. He came off and was I'm cramping again. And he puts on these things. And then after the game, which they went to overtime, he didn't even play in overtime. And then they go back to the locker room. He's jumping around and celebrating with the team after they won. I'm like,
wait, what?
Yeah.
What? Some of this isn't adding up. Does this feel like a Joel Embiid replay?
No, Embiid's big, and Embiid was hurt, but also protected. But Embiid also got drafted and was basically sat out. I don't even remember. He was basically hurt for his first 2 years in the NBA. I knew Embiid was going to be a stud when healthy in the NBA after 1 year at Kansas, but his availability was in question. Darren Peterson should be available. Darren Peterson's so good. He's so good, Chris.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what he could do in the NBA too.
He's the most Kobe I've seen since Kobe.
Okay. All right. I got to watch some more Kansas games.
He's very Kobe.
I got to watch more Kansas games, and hopefully he's playing when I watch Kansas games.
I would actually say he's a better shooter at this age than Kobe was at the same age. Now, he has to have the work ethic of Kobe because Kobe worked harder than anybody, but we'll see.
Well, back to this Atlanta trade. So now, Atlanta's has some core pieces, though. Jalen Johnson has been having an incredible season, 23 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists in 34 games. Nickeil Walker-Alexander coming from Minnesota. He's averaging a career high 20 points, just over 20 points. They still have a lot of their young talent with Dyson Daniels is solid. Okongwu is solid. They got their draft pick, Ricochet. Like, they have a nice core. So, putting some players around that, especially with the McCollum plug and play. He's a leader with a $30.6 million expiring contract, and you can, do some things with if he doesn't come back. Like, there's a lot of flexibility with a young team that I think is poised to be one of the better teams in the East over the next couple years if they do it right.
They have the issue of the, like, is that a destination point for like somebody in free agency that's a high target free agent? Like, Atlanta's never done anything, not in any of our lifetimes, basically.
No.
I mean, the last time
Not
they were
since
relevant, I feel like Dominique
Wilkins was the
late
last.
80s, like,
Yeah.
So there's the question of like, yeah, you have this money to spend, but do people want to come?
Yeah. And then weirdly enough, I just saw this too, that Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young was his preferred destination was the Washington Wizards. So he gets what he wants. That's great.
He's from like, he went to Oklahoma. He's from like the Midwest area. Why would he want to go to the Washington Wizards? Does he want a career in politics?
I was trying to look to see why that was his preferred destination, but like, there's not.
I don't believe there's any chance that can be true. Now that might be the narrative they're throwing out there.
Maybe. I mean, maybe to sound like because I mean this report came out at noon today, which probably was like they wanted to get the report out to say to lighten this, knowing it was coming down the pipeline, and be like, oh yeah, he's getting shipped to a garbage team in Washington. So maybe it's a PR thing that they put this report out that this is his preferred destination, because it's hard to say that if you have the landscape of any team that you would prefer to go to, you would want to go to the Wizards, unless he does have connections at some level with Washington, right? Little expectations, big money. Is it kind of like one of those things where you is it a Michael Porter Jr. thing? Is it a Michael Porter Jr. thing where he goes and he could be the man and he can let loose and he could do his thing on a roster that's
he already was the best player on the Hawks.
Yeah, it's true. But
I mean, do you remember he was involved in one of the biggest draft day trades ever, Chris, when he was drafted, night of the draft? Do you remember who he was technically traded for?
Oh, I forget.
And I think I'm right on this, but I'd have to look it up. But I think I'm right.
I forget.
Pretty big name, Chris. Monster name. Also in the draft that year, and also already traded.
Why am I blanking on this one?
I felt like traded would have given it up. Like, people were a little shocked he was traded. And by little, I mean a lot.
Oh, was it Luka?
It was Luka. It was
Luka.
A draft day trade. I forget the logistics of it, but Atlanta had the higher pick, took Luka, traded it with Dallas, moved back like 2 spots, got Trae Young, and I don't know what else was included. I don't remember, but yeah, crazy.
So anyway, so that trade just went down. I didn't know we were going to be talking about that. So shout out to Trae Young and his new digs in Washington. Last NBA thing though, I want to get to. I'm torn a little bit. So the news came down with Jokic's injury, right? And we were talking. What's up, Derpy? How we doing? And normally I'm not that guy where I'm just like, if it doesn't really matter to me. I see the landscape of the NBA of other players who rest and don't, play when they're healthy or when their load management, whatever. I'm not that guy.
You're
no.
not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I'm not. But it does kind of bother me that Jokic missing certain amount of games on arguably one of his best seasons we've ever seen can take him out of some of the awards. And and again, I get this. The end of the season awards, you have to play a certain amount of games or you are ineligible for postseason. So all of those, the MVP, the first team, all that stuff goes out the window. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, he's missed what, like 43 games his entire NBA career, something in that. So over the 10 years he's been in the league, he's missed like 40 some games. And I know there's players out there that are constantly hurt, that are constantly load managing. You have a lot of these faces for it. The Joel Embiids, the Kawhi Leonards of the world. And I get it. Like, that's why it's in place. But it does feel kind of bad that if he doesn't play some of these games, and not that it matters to him and not that it matters to like anything else, but when it's all said and done and you take a look at how many NBA all-first teams he has and all of the MVPs that he, like, top 2 finishes or top, MVP finishes or whatever, it feels like you're taking away one of the greatest seasons and making it irrelevant in a sense. And again, it doesn't really matter in the end, but when it comes to legacy and that's what the NBA is always compared with. What are your accolades that you've accumulated over your career? And when you're missing an NBA All-First team and an MVP and all of these things, and you're getting compared with some of the greats in the top 10 where it's like splitting hairs, it kind of feels like it hurts a little bit. Am I wrong in that?
I get where you're coming from, Chris. It's not Jokic's fault. It's the NBA's fault. It's the players' fault and how they've treated the league and disrespected load management and done all those things that's ruined this aspect of it. But I think the rule was right to make. I don't know. I like, it sucks for Jokic for sure. It sucks for him, but like other guys have maybe been, screwed. Maybe not as much as Jokic. Jokic was going to finish clearly first or second in the MVP race, and he was going to be all NBA first team like he's been for forever. And then this also takes away from like legacy. I get that, but unfortunately, players around the league and coaches around the league have ruined, the authenticity of like, if you're healthy, you play. If you're not healthy, you don't play.
Yeah.
And they took away from that, and now this is what we're left with. And it is what it is.
And he's been one of the healthiest players in the NBA over 10 years. It's been crazy. So anyways, it's just something that hit me the other day when it's like it's all said and done at the end of this, and he's like, oh, he only has this many all NBA first teams and this and that, but this guy has more. It's like you have to have that asterisk of, but he had a freak accident this one year, blah blah blah, and like he was a victim of, he would have made it, but he didn't. So it's like the what if kind of thing.
It was funny because as we talked about on this stream a bunch of times, when Philly comes to Denver, Joel Embiid dodges that game the last 7 years. Hasn't played in Denver the last 7 years that they've come. And then all the Philly fans prior to the game were like, oh, look what's happening now. Embiid's legit. He's the one, and you're dodging the game. And then you lose to... They don't even have a starter in their starting 5 at your building, and you lose the game.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Are the worst.
Yeah.
So we got breaking news here from Scotty, actually. Contest is up.
Guys, we have a contest. Breaking news. Second season NFL playoff challenge for the Action Lab is in the chat. Make sure you join in on that. Click the link. It's free to enter. And we will make sure that you guys can participate all throughout the playoffs and have a little bit of a contest to jump in on. And we've done this last couple years. We want to make sure we're doing it again. Have some fun with it. And then make sure you guys can, try to see if you can win a little prize or something. Let's go. Playoff time, Pig. That's right.
Click on that link. Password LabRats1, one word, capital L. I don't know if you need more than that, but I haven't clicked on the link. I'm already in, so I feel good.
I'm in as well.
Guys,
Okay.
click the link right now. Well, I'm giving you some time right now to go
it's
and do
easy.
it.
All you have to do is set your roster before the playoffs start, and then that's it. It's not like you have to change it throughout. You pick one player from each team and fill out your quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers. That's what we've done the last few years. 14 teams, 14 players, one from each team. And yeah, it'll be fun.
And it actually, did this load up everybody from, wait.
I kind of restarted the league.
So maybe if you're in last year, you'll be in this year.
I mean, I just jumped in.
It supposedly said it would send a link to everyone that was in last year. I don't know if it did or not, but
Yeah.
I assume when you create an account, you have an email address. So if you were in last year, maybe
I
you
got
got
the
an email. Okay, so anyone who was in last year got an email. If not, you can still join with this link. Password's LabRats1.
There you go. Join right now, and we can have some fun throughout the playoffs. Let's see. Yep, I got the email as well, but let's see. Click the link to sign up.
Just
LabRats1.
as a quarterback. That's a given. It's playoff time.
All right, there we go. Embiid dies every year at some point. Jokic winning second ring would launch him much further legacy-wise into. Yeah, well, agreed. MVP, Finals MVP, and an actual and a title would put him in easily the top 10 of all time. I mean, that he can do that on his own. Derpy, isn't it funny that Ravens fans think the problem is their Super Bowl winning coach, but not their almost 30-year-old declining player? Not to mention he's 11 losses for 13 games. Again, the Steelers, and Lamar cries and blames harder than Joel Embiid with the Sixers.
I mean, we were talking about the Discord. We'll probably talk about it later, but
The Discord,
Harvard's
yeah.
not been good lately.
Yeah.
Unless we.
Let's we could dive into that. Guys, continue or Rec, can you continue to throw the link in as we're going throughout the show, just
Yes.
at certain
It's
points?
also in the Discord.
Oh,
Yep, you put the
Join the Discord,
yeah,
thank
put
you.
The Discord in apparently.
So that way you guys can be a part of it. And Rec puts Tomlin on the pedestal every year.
He absolutely does not. Rec hates
Dude.
every coach. I don't think Rec actually likes coaches in general. I think he
That's
hates them all.
No, that's not my life.
Speaking of coaches,
But it's like a spur of the moment. Like he's like, I like him now, but if they lose 2 games, fuck him.
speaking of coaches, it was Black Monday this past week. Kind of little different than Black Friday, Black Monday. In the NFL, Monday after the season is over, we usually have a rash of quarterbacks or coaches getting fired. But let's go ahead. Let's walk through some of these because there were some interesting ones. So we already know Brian Callahan, Tennessee Titans, is out from earlier. Brian Dable, same thing. Raheem Morris out in Atlanta.
That was expected.
Kevin Stefanski out in Cleveland. By the way, Falcons also fired GM Terry Fontenot.
No.
Yeah. So, Chairman, you can settle down. They also fired the guy that drafted Penix.
Yeah, they also fired team president Rick McKay. And you know who they're going to hire to fill McKay's position?
Probably me.
I mean,
Marty Ice.
Marty Ice.
So that's just like a fake position now.
Matt Ryan.
Other fired coaches include Pete Carroll of the Las Vegas Raiders. He can retire now, right? Can he retire finally?
Well,
He should. He's
it's
not
probably
good.
it's probably a forced retirement after the season.
Yeah.
So he is no longer there. I
What do you
keep
mean they're retired?
I keep
What
going
coach?
back to thinking like all of the different coaches that the Raiders have fired over like they are still aren't they still paying Gruden or something crazy? Isn't there still like some weird
Josh McDaniels,
so yeah
I'm
so
sure they're paying guys like
Antonio
it's
Pierce,
not-
probably.
I don't know how long the deal was with.
so think about
McDaniels
this.
is 6
Going back
deal.
to 2001, you had Gruden, then you had McDaniels. 2022 hired, 2023 fired. 2024 Antonio Pierce hired. 2025 Antonio Pierce fired. 2025 Pete Carroll hired. 2026 Pete Carroll fired. So it's just kind of a rotating door. You know that Simpsons meme where the grandpa comes in to the bar,
Yeah.
puts his hat on the thing, turns right around, comes right. That's literally what you are as the Raiders head coach.
So you're saying I should get hired as the Raiders head coach
Yeah.
on like a 3 or 4 year deal and get fired after a year?
That's just
yeah, it's like getting hired into college football. You suck and then
it's
you
true.
get to retire.
it's the closest thing to college football in the NFL that you can find, basically.
Exactly.
So there's that. So that was the Raiders looking for a head coach. Then you have Jonathan Gannon, Arizona Cardinals, out. And so he is no longer employed. So that fire in his gut, it's
How
God.
many openings?
Yeah,
how
fire
many
in your
openings
gut.
do we have right now? Like 5 or 6?
7.
and then
7.
and then finally
6 or 7? 6 or 7?
I'm going to stab you.
1, 2, 6, 7. Finally, John Harbaugh, which was one that kind of created some waves this past week. He's getting a lot of contacts, which, I was talking to Rec as we opened the show. He's getting calls from teams that have coaches. I heard Miami reportedly has reached out to John Harbaugh regard.
Is that allowed? I don't know the rules.
No,
I know it's not allowed with players. I don't know with coaches.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure on that.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that the Miami Dolphins were like, we're sticking with Mike McDaniel, and then all of a sudden, hey, by the way, John, what you got going on? What's up? You want to come hang out with us? So there's gonna be a lot of. I heard there was like 7 different teams that reached out immediately.
Hold on, real quick, Chris. Can you, for me, because I can't, I'm stupid. I don't actually believe that. I'm brilliant. But what are name all the teams that have head coaching jobs, and I will list who is the best job.
You've got Atlanta.
So, well, let me go down. We'll start with Tennessee.
Okay.
Tennessee.
No, I'm only gonna say after you list them all, I'll say who the best 2 jobs are.
I already know
All right,
who the
so-
best 2 are. but
So it's Tennessee, New York
Okay.
Giants,
Okay.
Atlanta Falcons, Cleveland Browns, Las Vegas Raiders,
Mhm.
Arizona Cardinals, Baltimore Ravens.
for me, the best 2 are Baltimore and the Giants.
Well, the Raiders have a
Um,
top pick coming up, right?
They're the number 1 pick, but I'm not thrilled with
The
if they
division's
draft,
rough.
Like Mendoza. Well, and if they draft Mendoza might be like a solid quarterback. I don't ever think Mendoza has the upside of being like a. It's not a great year to have the number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
I think Giants are in there, and it wasn't Baltimore.
Really?
Who was the first team you said?
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
No,
Tennessee, Giants, Atlanta Falcons.
Falcons. I still think the Falcons is going to be. I mean, you have so much talent to work with there. A young defense that you can bring up a little bit. You have so much talent on offense.
Drake London, Bijan Robinson. I mean,
I think I would take. I think Harbaugh will be the Giants' next head coach, if I had to say.
Giants because New York is the best city to live in out of those options.
Well, they're not even
I
New
don't
York
know about
City.
that.
It's East
Depends-
Rutherford, New Jersey.
Depends on the person. There are people that are New York people, and there are people that are not New York people.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm not a New York person.
STG says the Falcons are in cap hell. They concern me there.
Yeah, but you can. I mean, the cap's always. You can get around the cap.
Yeah.
Cap's fake.
Fake news.
I mean, they have Bijan. That's all that matters. And Drake London's really, really good too. Kyle Pitts is a free agent, I believe, but we'll see what they do there.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of coaching moves, but
I think Giants is the best job.
Yeah, with Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors.
What are the
I would
two
go Baltimore
worst
because
jobs?
The two
worst jobs?
Oh, two worst jobs, probably
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
No doubt.
Cleveland's a bad job because you now
You
are
inherit
trapped. You're trapped with
Shador.
Not just Shador, you're drafted Deshaun Watson as well.
Yeah,
Andrew
you're-
Berry's still there, and Jimmy Haslam will continue to meddle with everyone because he's an asshole like that.
I wouldn't put the Titans as one of the top two. I mean, he showed
The
flashes. Cam Ward showed flashes.
Cam
last 5
Ward-
games of the year where he started playing better. They don't have a lot of talent on that roster either, so like, it's gonna be a work in progress. But I wouldn't say it's in my bottom two jobs.
Cam Ward was competing at the second half of this season. Like he was keeping the Titans in a lot of those games, like backdoor, just even when the game was over, still grinding out. Like he has the right attitude. So I like Cam Ward. Raiders might be tough because you still need a quarterback. You're going to draft a young kid. So you like when you draft a guy into the division that he's going to be coming into with the other head coaches around this division. I mean, young quarterbacks need to perform, otherwise you're going to get fired.
Quarterbacks in this division,
but
he'll still be the worst quarterback in the division, at least at first. He could pass Bo Nix, but
and I don't know if
that's
you
probably the only one he's passing. He's not passing Herbert or Mahomes ever.
well, and I don't know if you heard that coaching isn't exactly. When I mentioned Gruden, McDaniels, Antonio Pierce, Pete Carroll since 2021, it's not a great place with a track record that keeps coaches. So I would say that's probably one of the worst jobs, just based off of the fact that the Raiders don't know how to hire coaches. So maybe I said the Raiders.
I thought about it more. The Jets should fire their coach as well. I know it's only been a year, but he should be fired.
For a defensive-minded coach to have a team that doesn't get an interception at all.
Hi, Scotty's wife.
No, wifey's out of town. Those.
No, well, she just got back.
Oh, got it.
Hey, I was right still.
Where do you see Harbaugh landing? Well, it's hard to tell because
Atlanta.
I feel like there's
I think it's the Giants.
the Giants, but again, Miami has expressed interest. Does he wait and just see what that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, if he wants the warm weather,
right? He would be the exact opposite of what Mike McDaniels is, which might be a good change for Miami. It would be a good change for Miami, but Miami's not in a good situation.
yeah.
They have a lot of money tied up. They clearly don't believe in their quarterback that they signed to a long deal. I wouldn't go to Miami if I was him. If I had the pick of the litter, I'd rather go and see what we can do with Jackson Dart, get Malik Neighbors back. You have some young, what's his name? The first round pick from last year.
Scattaboo?
Defensive lineman. No, the defense. Well, Scattaboo will be back. D lineman they drafted in the top 5
Carter
is a monster.
Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably New York makes the most sense, at least. And then also Jim Harbaugh is like, get him out of my AFC side. Put him on the NFC side. Why not? You know? So get him out of here.
Not that they're afraid of each other. Have they ever played each other? I
In the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that was 20 years ago. I know it wasn't 20, but it was more than 10. It was like 13 years ago.
Yeah. So, anyways, so that's some of the fallout from the NFL season from a coaching standpoint. But that leads us to everything that's happening in the wild card side of things. So we're going to next move on to preview all the wild card games here. We're going to do our predictions. We're going to do a preview like we normally do. We don't have the graphics, but we have something different tonight because we're going to be able to...
Why don't we have graphics?
Rack. Quiet. Quiet. My Chiefs were out of it, so I was like, "Season's over. I'm not making." Graphics.
There's some graphics.
I actually didn't even think about it today. I totally didn't. Even, it didn't even occur to me because my team's out that like, oh yeah, the season's still going.
Slap.
I am a family man. Thank you.
The Atlanta Falcons will host Baltimore Ravens in 2026. Just food for thought. So, anyways, so we're gonna get into all those, but we did, if you're just joining us, have a second season contest that we just put out there that we will be spamming in the chat periodically. If you don't get the link here, you could always find it in our Discord as well. So if you're watching this later on as a VOD or you're watching on YouTube, make sure you go join our Discord. You can click on the link through our Twitch account, and then you could also find us that way. So password LabRats1, all one word, capital L, and then click the link in the chat. That sets you up for a second season playoff challenge that you will be able to compete with all of the Lab Rats this playoff run. All right. So with that being said, let's get into all of our previews. So we're going to do the previews. We're going to go down the line like we normally would. We only have, 6 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have 6 games. So we're going to go through each and every single one of them. We're going to, I don't know, it depends on where you want to start. Scott, you want to start in the NFC, AFC? Does it matter?
Doesn't matter.
Let's start in the
Talk
NFC.
about them all.
Let's start about the NFC. So
That they have the 2 games on Saturday. So
yeah. So let's talk about those games. Let me pull up the odds and all the stats, and we're gonna be doing our best bets too. So as we're going through these, by the way, I'm gonna preface this with I like a lot of the unders. I don't know why, and I like a lot of the underdogs. I don't know why. I feel like, and I have some. Well, I do know why. There's some stats that back up some of these, but then there's also playoff wildcard round unders. Some of I don't know. I'm looking at the Chargers Patriots game. I feel like that one's a little high. I feel like
Chris, have you bet an over this year?
no, I'm against overs. I don't bet overs.
You love unders.
I think I've bet like one over all season long, and I did hit it, but I just don't bet overs for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like a lot of.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but you love your unders.
I do love my unders. Yeah. So let's get into. All right, let's talk about the games that are happening. Let's talk about the just in order. Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. This is the biggest spread of the weekend. So a 10.5 point spread. The Los Angeles Rams on the road in Carolina as 10.5 point favorites. Money line minus 700 for the Rams, plus 500 for the Panthers. Over-unders total set at 46.5. Now, I talked about dogs, right? If you blindly bet the dog every year since 2002 in the wild card round, if you're betting at around you're hitting at around a 62% clip, Scotty.
Huh?
So 62% of the time when you just blindly, whoever, it doesn't even matter what the names on the jerseys are, you're winning 62% clip. So just throwing that out there. So with the biggest dog of the weekend, does that play? Carolina has, by the way, Carolina, did you know that they never won as a favorite this season and they still made the playoffs? Like, isn't that crazy? Anyways,
they never won as a favorite.
this whole season, there was a stat that I read that they never won this
That
season
tells you how shitty they are.
as a favorite.
Actually, that tells me like you played in the worst division in football and you were never favored against some of those teams. Like,
So,
Really?
fun fact: the Panthers are the first team in
that
NFL
can't be
history.
true.
The Joe Quills in the chat lost 12 times in a row as a favorite.
Man,
It's been a few years. But yeah, fun fact: the Panthers are the first team in the NFL history to make the playoffs with a losing record twice.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I did see a tweet the other like a week or so ago. If a division doesn't have a team that finishes above 500, that division should just be eliminated, and the next team up in the wild card should make it.
Agreed. Can we make that a
I
rule?
mean, it'll never happen.
Can we make that happen? So there's some things that, tend to lean towards underdog. I don't know if I feel that way in this one. So I just think the Rams, with a 10.5-point spread, I feel like this is a spot that I might lean towards the big favorite in this particular matchup.
And everyone has to be on the Rams. Like, the Panthers suck.
Panthers suck. McVay dominates late in the season as a favorite.
And ironically, the Panthers did beat the Rams this year.
They did. As a favorite on the road, straight up, McVay is 34-10, 26-18 against the spread, and when a favorite above 4 points on the road, straight up 19-2. So McVay on the road as a favorite, pretty solid. And then also that Carolina loss is going to be there. There was also another stat. After week 12, teams who have played the same team as a dog after winning earlier in the season, the favorite is 7-2 against the spread. So there's a lot of trends going towards the Rams in this one. It's just a big spread. And I'm just like, in Carolina does play better at home. The Rams will win this game. I'm not concerned about that. It's just, do they cover the spread, and do we like any best bets in this game?
I don't know if it's like best bet, but it's the worst game of the weekend for sure because the Panthers are atrocious and the Rams probably are the best team in the NFL. So it's literally maybe the matchup of the worst team in the playoffs versus the best team in the playoffs. The Rams should roll. I mean, you could do money line. Money line's probably awful odds, but like, throw all your life savings on money line and reap the rewards.
Yeah. Let me take a look at where actually the money is coming in for this game.
I bet it's on Rams, even at 10.5.
Ooh, interesting.
It opened at 10, so it's moved to 10.5.
Yeah, so I have this at 10.5. Public is 56%, so pretty down the middle on Carolina. 60% of the money on Carolina at 10.5. Which makes me really kind of lean towards the Rams.
Win this game by 3 touchdowns.
I think that might be one of our best bets. I think that's one of the ways I was leaning too. I was like, there's a lot of McVay trends. There's a lot of.
What is there to believe about Carolina? They've lost like 4 or 5 straight.
The one thing
they were going against maybe the best coach in the NFL with a great offensive system. Devontae Adams should be back. Like the Rams never should have lost Seattle. Rams should have the number 1 overall seed. They choked that Seattle game away when they were clearly the better team in that game. They should be the 1 seed. They're not. But then after they lost that game, they kind of just like messed around for the last few weeks. They were like, whatever, I don't really care. This game, they're going to go scorched earth.
Whatever Puka's yards are, take the over. I mean,
probably.
That's probably going to go crazy too. What's the weather going to be like in Carolina? I know weather's going to be a factor in some of these games. I don't know what the weather's going to be like in some of these.
Well, if it's anything like here, it's going to be surprisingly warm.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let's go Charlotte, North Carolina. 10-day weather. What day is this? Saturday?
It might be rainy. There's 72% chance of rain.
Ooh.
It's going to be 72 degrees.
Yeah, 72 degrees, PM thunderstorm. So probably raining while this game's going on.
But light rain.
I see thunderstorms on my end.
I mean, if it's going to be kind of like a rainy style game and maybe a little sloppy, maybe I kind of lean back towards Carolina but like still, I don't know.
I mean, did you see the Panthers in the sloppy rain-soaked game last week?
Yeah, I did.
Won't complete a forward pass if it's raining, Chris.
Yeah. All right. So
and they also can't complete a flea flicker.
I think it's pretty safe to say we know the Rams are going to win this game. It's just by a matter of how much. So
Yeah.
Maybe we
Let's
don't.
skip on this
Maybe
best
don't.
bets.
We don't mess around with this unless if we had a lean right now as maybe an optional best bet. I think maybe we do take Rams minus 10.5, especially with maybe we do go Rams 10.5, but we'll save it. Let's get to the next game here. The next game on Saturday is the evening game. Green Bay visiting Chicago Bears. The Green Bay Packers, 1.5 point favorites. Weren't they underdogs to start and it flipped? Or was it always this?
It was always.
So
I forget.
Green Bay favored by 1.5 on the road in Chicago. The Green Bay Packers minus 116 on the money line, minus 102 for the Bears. Over under at 45.5. This is one of the games I like the under. I think weather will be a factor in this game, and I do think this will be this is going to be one of the best games of the weekend, but it's going to be a sloppy, I just think it's going to be a low-scoring, defensive, grindy kind of game that we all know the best game is going to be Buffalo-Jacksonville, but this is the second best game of the weekend, in my opinion. And I just don't know if it's going to live up to the entertainment expectations. It'll be a slow, grindy kind of game. And I think that the under is where I would lean in this one, at least from that standpoint. By the way, did you know that this is one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL? And they've only played in the playoffs 2 other times before this. 1941 and
Remember that one?
2010 when Cutler beat them. So these two teams with the bitter rivalry that they've had have never really played each other that much in the playoffs.
I don't think Cutler won that game, considering the Packers went to the Super Bowl that year.
Oh, did they win?
Didn't Cutler left that game with an injury?
Oh, did he?
I almost feel like.
Yeah, that was the NFC Championship game in 2010. Packers won. Went to
Oh,
the
was it the
Super Bowl.
Packers?
Cutler kind of bitched out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So anyways, they've only played twice since 1941 in the playoffs. So this is kind of a treat. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see what the game ends up looking like. What are your thoughts, Scotty, on this game?
I don't know if I agree on the under. Bears offense is good, defense not so good. Packers obviously have been struggling, but I don't know if they've had a ton to play for either. Kind of like the Rams recently. They kind of knew, all right, we're going to be a wild card. This is what it is. Packers historically own the Bears, obviously. Caleb Williams' first game. Jordan Love, I think, has shown up in the playoffs mostly pretty damn well. Hasn't won them all, but played pretty well in the playoffs. I think most people are probably on the Bears. I don't know why, and I don't want to bet this game, but I lean Packers.
I lean Packers as well. 69, almost 70% of the public and 64% of the money on the Bears in this game. So I think there's a lot of love for the Bears. I'm tempted to tease the Bears up because I think it might be a close game. And the Bears do this thing, right, where they don't play very well in maybe the first part of the game, and then all of a sudden they have these comebacks. They just kind of work their way back into games and backdoor cover, you know?
Who does that sound like?
Sounds a lot like an offense out here in the Mile High City.
Except the Bears offense is way better, but the Denver defense is way better than the Bears.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, maybe there's a chance. I think this is a backdoor cover game all day, which is why I would lean Bears with the teaser, and we could tease them with maybe Jacksonville, which I mean, we'll get to the Jacksonville game in a little bit, but you might be surprised in where I'm at on that one. But this one's, I think I got to go Packers in this one. I think I'm going Packers. That would be the side I would lean off the top. Rick, do you have anything on this one?
I lean Packers as well. But it's not, I don't feel great. The Packers have not played great recently.
And the Bears just tend to be. Do the Bears? They feel like they still had, kind of like Cleveland. So that one year that Cleveland is actually good, and then obviously they choke. And are the Bears going to be those same chokers that they've historically been? I don't know.
Bears are definitely a second half team. Like, what are the like when we get to the playoffs? I like betting on like half odds. Like what are like the first half odds in this game?
Oh, Green Bay first half would probably be one of maybe a best bet option. First,
maybe a half point probably.
Yeah, so it's actually Green Bay's first half plus 1.5. I'll take that all day. That might be our best bet. That might be Green Bay plus 1.5 at minus 140. That might squeeze its way in. I'm gonna mark that one down. Green Bay first half.
Rec has to think the Bears are great because after the Bears narrowly lost in San Fran on a last-second play, Rec anointed San Fran as the best team in football. So he must have been really impressed with them beating the Bears at home.
We have not picked yet, Gliss, but we will here very shortly. We're just previewing the games right now, and then we're gonna go through our.
We're telling.
I mean, we could probably go ahead and pick some of them. Like we all agree the Bears can beat the Panthers.
Do we?
So we could probably go ahead and put LA there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty. All right, let's do it. Let's.
Yeah,
put...
you could just do that.
Chris, do you want to go all the way through? We should probably go all the way through though. After we cover these 6 games, let's. You go all the way through. I'll go all the way through. We can let Rager be one. So.
Let's.
And I don't even know what I will do for sure, but it'll be a spur of the moment thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
except for Bears and Packers, that in division rivalry tight game. Packers have been here before. Bears, Ben Johnson kind of has, but nobody else in Chicago has. You got that advantage for the Packers. It's gonna be a tight game. It's like outside that the first half spread, I would not want to bet on this game. I don't have a pick for this.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think this is going to be one of the closer games. So, it'll be interesting. Accumulating snow possible in Green Bay and Chicago. Under. Is it a trap? I don't know.
It's a trap.
Could be a trap.
Could be a trap. What's weird is some of those games that you expect to be like, oh, it's going to be a ton of snow. All of a sudden they're running for like 60-yard touchdowns because no one can tackle in the snow. And then you're just like, all right, well, there goes the under real quick. I was just wondering, start when you feel. Yeah, no, we will. We'll go through. And we'll make adjustments. To our predictions for sure. Let's get to the next game though. And the next game in order of the weekend will be Buffalo Bills at the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Another teaser candidate.
And I love Jags as a teaser candidate here. I honestly love them on the money line and them winning this game potentially outright. There's just something about the Jags that I just think that they are in a spot where there's something about how they've been playing recently that they're the hottest team right now. They've been playing. They have a sneaky good defense. Their defense is really decent against stopping the run. And then you also have a Bills team that's kind of their strength, right? Is running the football. So if the Jags can, and I think weather is a factor here. I mean, typically the Buffalo Bills have an advantage at home in the colder weather against warm weather teams. That's not going to be an advantage for them here in Jacksonville, where they're going to be in, a better situation from a weather standpoint. I think we always tend at this time of the year to lean towards certain teams with like weather being a factor from a snow standpoint, not a heat standpoint. Like that's a little bit different here. Well, also Josh Allen. There's a lot of good stats of Josh Allen, in the playoffs, but again, we've mentioned the 0-4 against the spread on the road. Mostly that's the Mahomes factor, so we get that. But on the road in the playoffs, Allen is 5-8 against the spread straight up. And when you have a 1.5 point spread, you know, it's you kind of like lean the other direction in that sense, right? Bills have lost 8 straight games on the road in the playoffs. Again, a lot of Mahomes factor in that, but it's still, they're losing games away from Buffalo. So, Allen in the playoffs, he's great against bad teams at home. This is a little bit different of a scenario here, which is why I'm kind of more bullish on the Jacksonville Jaguars here. Trevor Lawrence, 15-1 touchdown to interception ratio in his last 6 games. I think one of the better run defense, like I said, in the NFL recently, towards the latter part of the season, has been the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I just think, it's just kind of crazy to think that the weather is kind of going against them in this sense, where it's like, you know, they usually are taking advantage of warm weather teams coming to a cold environment, and that won't be the case here. So, interesting game. Best game of the weekend that I have on my list, Scotty.
Sorry, I hopped in late. You like Jags?
I do like the way the Jags have been playing, and I do think that it's crazy how much Patrick Mahomes has skewed so many of Josh Allen's stats. Like we've talked
Do you
about,
know what Josh Allen's record is in the playoffs when he's not playing Patrick Mahomes?
Is it pretty good? Like, I don't know. I don't off the top of my head.
It's 7-1.
7-1. Because I have the stats that I just said a little bit ago, but when you were gone, Bills lost 8 straight games on the road in the playoffs. In their last 8 road trips, a lot of them Mahomes, Kansas City. 0-4 against the spread on the road, again Mahomes, and Allen 5-8 on the road against the spread in his career on the road. So Allen plays good against bad teams at home, but can he play good against a pretty decent team on the road? We'll see. That's not Mahomes.
Where's the money at?
So the money on this game, 61% of the public, and it's kind of split down the middle on the money, but 61% of the public is on Jacksonville. 58% of the money is on Jacksonville.
All right.
The more I think about this game, the more I think Buffalo's going to win. You look at Josh Allen's record when he's not playing Mahomes, and in a lot of those games, he played pretty damn well and lost. Not all of them, but in those 4 losses to Mahomes, I mean, one game he lost where they took the lead with 13 seconds to go. Can you blame Josh Allen on that? Probably not. That was on the road, by the way. I think I trust, and I know Trevor Lawrence, and I know Jacksonville's played great down the stretch of the season. They're beating up. They're not only winning against bad teams, but they're blowing out bad teams. They're blowing them out,
and they're winning against good teams too.
Well, there are no good teams, but sure.
I mean,
they beat Denver. Yes.
Yep.
That's a great win on the road at Denver. That's a very good win. No doubt about it. Playoff time. I mean, Jacksonville has the better roster. Jacksonville's run defense is playing really well, but I question who they've been playing against a little bit with that, where like they haven't played a run offense like this Buffalo offense can do, run blocking with James Cook in the backfield. And they're going to be playing pass like that. That's also why Buffalo is so successful at the run, is like you're playing the pass. You don't want to get beat by Josh Allen. If they want to run the ball, you kind of let them. I think Jacksonville's like, hey, we're good against the run, but that's against inferior teams. Does Jacksonville have the better roster? Probably, but I mean, and there's a lot of pressure on Josh Allen. I mean, all the talk this week is like, Josh Allen, here's your moment. You don't have Mahomes, you don't have Lamar, you don't have Joe Burrow in the AFC playoffs. You're clearly the best quarterback in the AFC playoffs. Clearly.
Arguably the whole playoffs.
I mean, him and Matt Stafford and when I say clearly, obviously you have Drake May, who's played great this year, but has never played a playoff game. So, like, we got to see what happens there, right? I think Buffalo wins this game. I really, really do. How they get it done, I don't know. I think Josh Allen just makes magic. And if they have the right game plan, I know Buffalo's defense is not very good. I know they don't have a ton of weapons out there, but like Josh Allen playoffs, Trevor Lawrence has played great down the stretch, don't get me wrong, and has won a playoff game. He's won I think he's 1-1 in the playoffs.
Didn't he be, isn't it that Chargers win?
It was the Chargers win, and then he went to KC after that and lost. But they were down. What?
It was
that Chargers game was. They were down like 4 touchdowns at least at halftime.
Chargers did their Charger thing that they do every year.
So I can't tell you why or how this happens, but I'm pretty confident Buffalo wins this game. And I know Jacksonville's riding the 8-9 game win streak. Isn't no one's talking? Isn't Houston riding like a similar win streak?
Yes.
Aren't they like 8 or 9 as well?
It's like 9 wins. Yeah, 9 straight. After starting 0-3.
Yeah.
I think Houston's more dangerous than Jacksonville.
Yeah, they both have an 8 and 9 game win streak.
Houston has a bye. Houston and Denver both have a bye week this week, so like that's also important.
You know what's
So did
crazy?
the Rams.
You know what's crazy is there's a lot like I've seen so many. I was talking about this earlier. I was like, there's so many different predictions from all sorts of different. Everyone's making their predictions, and they're all so different because nobody knows who to pick. The weird part is, I've seen more people picking Pittsburgh to beat Houston, and I'm like, how are people looking at this and saying that? Anyways, it's very concerning how many people are on Pittsburgh.
Is it weird that everyone's on, not everyone, but a lot of people are on Jacksonville because they've been so hot, but then Houston's won 9 straight and everyone's like, well, Pittsburgh can win this game.
Yeah.
Like, Pittsburgh's way worse than Buffalo. No offense, Rec, but I think you'd agree.
Yeah, I would.
Like, do people watch the games? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they just,
And I do think Rodgers has played better down the stretch of the season, actually. And I think he played really well on Sunday night, actually. I think Sunday night might have been Rodgers' best game of the season. And now you get DK back off of his suspension and all that, but like, I mean, that Houston defense should eat them up, I think.
Should.
Good. Okay. Well, let's keep rolling through these. The next game that we have in chronological order of the weekend, we have the Eagles hosting the San Francisco 49ers. The current spread on this game is 4.5. The Eagles are 4.5-point favorites at home. The money line minus 225. San Francisco plus 188. Over under total at 44.5. Scotty, what do you like in this one? Oh, by the way, this is one of my favorite unders of the day. Just so you know, of the entire weekend.
Yeah, the under is kind of like I bet most of the money's on the under. This started at 3.5, I believe, on Sunday when we were talking about it.
Yep.
And I hadn't looked at it since, but now it's at 4.5. As I've said, like, no disrespect to the Niners, an incredible season for what they've had injury-wise and all this, but like, you just don't have the dudes because of the injuries, especially on the defensive side of the football. Clearly the Eagles are flawed more offensively, especially than they were last year. Like, that offense is just not clicking like it was last year. Last year, they could just hand the ball off to Saquon and he'd take it to the house. Like, and that's not happening this year. And Jalen Hurts has not had a good season. They look a little bit of mess.
A lot of bit
A bit of mess, but talent wise, they're far superior. I mean, Shanahan's clearly the better coach in this matchup. Sirianni exists, and that's about it. To be an ass, he just exists to be an asshole. He's like, hey, I represent Philly. I'm an asshole. That's what he does. That's the only thing he does. But I still think Philly wins this game. 4.5. I wouldn't at 4.5. I wouldn't bet either side. I don't like betting this game. I do think Philly wins this game though.
I'm going to have some interesting numbers for you here. 76% of the public and 80% of the money, all on San Francisco.
What?
San Francisco
People
at,
hate Philly that
at
much.
plus.
It's more they just hate Philly.
It's at plus 4.5. It's almost 80% on both. And another surprising number here: the over is 60% public, and over 58% of the money is on the over.
What's the
And 44.5.
What's the number on the over under?
If you can get 40, if we can find a 45 somewhere, I love it. Maybe I'll have you shop around for a 45, but yeah. So the over is getting a lot of money, and the public and the money on the over. I like the Eagles in this game quite a bit, just in a sense that Jalen Hurts, I feel like, he plays well in the playoffs, right? He turns it on, and we've seen Hurts in the playoffs look very good.
There's been some bad playoff games, but I will say he plays great in the Super Bowl.
He does play great in the Super Bowl. San Francisco defense, least in pressure and sacks in the NFL, one of the lowest ranked teams in those departments.
There's nobody left to rush the pass.
Exactly. Hurts at home in the playoffs, 5-0 straight up, 4-1 against the spread, winning by 21 points per game. As a home favorite in December or later, 13-1 straight up at home. So there's a lot to like about the Eagles. I think they do win this game. I don't know if I love the spread. I think I kind of liked it like 3.5. I think that was the better number. If we were trying to get in on it, I would have probably taken 3.5. Now that it's 4.5, it might be a little bit. But then I'm seeing 80% of the public and money on 4.5 coming in on the Niners, and I'm just like, maybe this Eagles team blows the San Francisco team out of the water.
Yeah, but the Eagles don't really do that this year.
True.
So that's my concern.
True.
I don't think the Eagles are that great, but I think the Niners are just overrated and not that good based off of injuries. Like, when healthy, the Niners could be right there in the mix to make the Super Bowl. With all the injuries, I don't think they're... you could easily rank them as the second worst team in the playoffs in the NFC side for me, and I would be like, yeah, that makes sense.
I would still pick them just because, like, when it comes down to the playoffs, coaching usually matters more than talent. And I do think Sirianni gets a little too much hate, but I'd still take Shanahan over Sirianni most of the time.
You think coaching wins out over talent most often in the playoffs? I don't know if that's true.
In the playoffs, yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Playoffs?
Joe Quills,
I mean, the Eagles won the Super Bowl last year. Was that coaching or talent?
Yes.
No. Stop it, Rex. Stop it.
It was.
It wasn't coaching.
I mean, yeah, you had great talent. You had great play calling from both the DC and the OC.
You're out of your mind.
Vic Fangio is. I'll give it to the Eagles. Vic Fangio is one of the, if not the best D coordinators in the league. The offensive coordinator this year, Kevin Patullo, absolute trash.
Joe Quills, I don't like this spot for the Eagles, waiting for the karma of the Eagles resting to bite them in the ass. Is there a coach that Scotty hates more than Sirianni? I don't know. I don't think so.
Probably not.
No, I think I hate him the most.
Did you
coaches I hate, but I think I hate Sirianni.
Did you see Sirianni in the tunnel did the same thing he did against the Chiefs to someone else? Who was it? Who was
Yeah.
who?
The Bills.
The
It was
Bi-
the Bills.
Was it the Bills? Yeah, he was like,
Yeah, I don't hear no talking.
yeah,
Did you see AJ Brown was next to him and just rolled his eyes
Yeah.
and walked away? Like even AJ Brown was annoyed with his own coach.
like
Shut up, dude. You didn't do shit. Is what AJ Brown.
well,
was doing.
AJ Brown is the child. Like AJ Brown's not exactly an adult.
Obviously.
And
no.
and
Speaking of idiot wide receivers, I know I'm going on a tangent right here, but did you hear the Chiefs news today?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
Rashi Rice is now, his ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, whatever, is accusing him of being very abusive.
And she has photos. And they're not good.
I have not seen the photos.
I'm so exhausted of this. Like, I'm so exhausted. I just want like an off season of nothing with my team, but it can't happen.
And it's always like the most talented dudes, and that's always like it's always
if they end up cutting Rashi, if they find that like this is all legit, it is what it is. It sucks, but like it is what it is. Like, dude's an idiot. It's so dumb. Like, you have everything. You were gifted with this incredible gift to set yourself and your future family up. And all you have to do is be a normal human being.
just be a good person.
You don't even have to be good. You just don't have to be awful.
It's crazy.
You don't have to be the worst.
Uh,
And it doesn't look good, and I'm exhausted. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Can't
I'm
catch
over
a
it.
can't
Like-
catch a break.
Like, I'll wait to see if like these pictures don't look good. I mean, she showed pictures of herself and the house that were not good.
I
Not
haven't.
good at all.
Are they circulating? I haven't seen anything.
It's been, well, you know, I obviously follow Chiefs people, so it's been circulating there, and I'm exhausted. And like, if he did that shit, see ya, dude. Like, I'm done. I'm not messing with that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't care how good you are.
Yeah, pretty wild, man. I'll have to dig into that a little bit more once. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I'll probably look at some of the details, but we'll see. What's up, Lizzie? How we doing? So basically, go all in on Philly, says McLovin.
Yes.
It feels that way. Captain Urban, good evening.
I
What's
just don't-
going on, Captain?
It's less about Philly and more about San Fran. I just don't believe in San Fran.
It's also about the betting lines and how much money is coming in on the Niners.
Yeah.
So who are you
have
picking to win the
same
game?
Take on the Kareem Hunt incident. The Kareem Hunt thing, he made like that footage. Why he got let go is because he lied to the Chiefs organization, not because of what he did, which was wrong. But also, like, if you actually watch that, like, I'm not making light of it, but it wasn't. It wasn't the
No matter what you say, it piss people off.
Yeah, it wasn't
There's
that
no
bad.
way-
He
I know what
got
you're
let
saying.
go, but what I love is the Chiefs let him go because everyone's in a firestorm. I can't believe this guy's on our NFL roster. He's the worst human being.
There was a little bit more
The
of
Chiefs
a.
let him go because he lied about it. He lied about it. The Chiefs asked him before the video was out. They didn't have video. They asked him about it. He lied. Then the video came out. Then they let him go because he lied about it. If he wouldn't have lied about it, I think he would have been a Chief beyond that. What's ironic is no one gave a fuck when then Cleveland signed him. No one cared anymore. I think part of that was like the Chiefs were like good and they were like, get rid of him. And then he went to Cleveland and they're like, well, Cleveland sucks. Who cares?
Cleveland expected to do horrible things like that, not Kansas City.
If these photos are true, Rashi Rice did way worse things than what Kareem Hunt did. Way worse. If the photos are legitimate and all of that was done by Rashi Rice, awful.
It
Crazy.
does suck that there's always that little inkling in your mind, like, is this AI? Like, was this Photoshop? Like,
I mean,
it's always hard to tell what's real. And what's
you're in a
not.
world where
Unfortunately,
everything.
AI is great, but it also has ruined everything at the same time.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't you literally. I can't
know you
open
call
up
it,
a single platform without seeing just videos that I'm like, this is fake. This is fake. Like all of like everything is fake nowadays. I literally, I think there's going to be a swing back where everyone is like, everyone believes the internet. Everything on the internet is true. To nothing on the internet is true. That's where I think it's the pendulum is going to be swinging all the way the opposite direction, and nothing is going to be real. Like,
Well, it depend on whether you want it to be true or not. If you
That
want it to be
motherfucker back
true,
there is
it'll
not
be
real.
true. If you want it to be false, it'll be false.
yeah, it's crazy. Let's get to the next game though. Speaking of, I don't know if this is
night.
if this motherfucker is not real or not, but the New England Patriots, we'll find if they're real against the Los Angeles Chargers, because they are hosting the Chargers. Chargers on the road, 3.5-point underdogs in New England. The Patriots minus 198 on the money line. Chargers plus 166 on the money line. Over under total set at 46.5. Another under I like. Actually, no, this is, I think, my favorite under of the week of all of the over-unders. So the Patriots, obviously one of the hottest teams this season. Drake May, MVP candidate. And coming in are the Los Angeles Chargers, who have been battered, but still find ways to win games and are 3.5-point favorites or underdogs on the road, which I kind of lean towards the Chargers in this one, at least against the spread. Herbert as a dog, 13-6-1 as a starter, 4-0 this season. Chargers defense, great against some of those. They're pretty good against some of those deep balls that I think Drake May would like to throw. And the Chargers defense, the Chargers can just, I think they just have a good game plan of controlling the football. They are healthier than they were earlier in the season. They got Omar and Hampton back. They got a couple other pieces back. So they do have something there, but they're just a gritty team. That's just, you keep counting them out, but they keep coming back to win. I don't know why I like 3.5 on this spread here. And potentially, I'm not saying that I'm going to pick this, but potentially win this game outright, Scotty.
I don't agree at all. I think the Patriots are quietly the best team in the AFC. I know they've had a soft schedule. I understand that. I didn't believe in them for a long time. But then they, like, every game they play, within 7 minutes of the first quarter, they're up 14-0. Like, they just dump on people. I think the Patriots, the Chargers, I don't think Herbert's going to be fully healthy with his hand. I think the Chargers have to have this as a low scoring, grinded out, fourth quarter game where maybe we can win if we do that. I don't know if they can do that. I think the Chargers defense is good, but not world beaters. I think New England at 3.5. I like New England.
The 63% of the public, 59% of the money on New England in this game. The over, 60% of the public, 67% and 60% of the money on the overs in this game. Hey.
Thank you. But to be clear, this is the worst version of the AFC we've ever seen in a long, long time. Like, maybe ever. The AFC sucks.
Mishra 27.
No, let's go.
Welcome in. Who's your team and where are you from? Like to get to know you a little bit.
The AFC sucks.
So is the NFC.
NFC is better than the AFC. I think, for sure. Or at least top tier better. But I think New England's the best in the AFC, which, again, is the best AFC team we've seen in 20 plus years.
I think it's an interesting matchup. The Chargers do lead the league in opponent passer rating. New England sits at 21st. I think that I don't think that this game is going to
say that again. What was that stat?
So right now, the Chargers lead the league in opponent passer rating, and New England sits at 21st. Since 2002, first-time quarterbacks are just 25 and 40 against the spread. 35.4% outright wins.
Namaste from India.
Ooh.
You know what's interesting, Chris, is a ton of people locally in Denver that I've seen talk about it are deathly afraid of playing the Chargers, which I don't know. I think that would be, I don't know why you'd be afraid of playing the Chargers. It would be a close toss-up game, which would be every other opponent you play.
I would love to play the Chargers. Maybe I don't agree with all the people out here in Colorado, at least on the airwaves. I would love to play the Chargers. I think we'd have a really good chance in that game. I mean, will it be like a blowout by any means? No. But I do like the chances that we have in that matchup. But yeah, welcome in from India. This is our first person to join us from India. Let's go. And went to school in Virginia, got into the NFL. But
Team is the
Patriots. Awesome. So there you go. Welcome in. Good to have you. So you're excited for the game.
I don't want the Patriots to go far because I think that's greedy and selfish. Like they had a downturn for a few years, but it needs to be longer.
They haven't. It's still in the rearview mirror of that dynasty that
I do think they are somehow the best team in the AFC right now.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one for sure. All right, let's continue on. I think we have one more game, and then we're gonna do we're gonna do our best bets, and we're gonna do our predictions after this last game. All right, so the Houston Texans visiting the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers getting into the playoffs in the last week of the season, and their
last second of the season,
and their consolation prize, outside of John Harbaugh getting fired and their one of their rivals, is the Houston Texans visiting them in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a 3-point underdog at home, plus 148 on the money line for Pittsburgh, minus 174 for Houston. Over under at 39.5. Rec, your boys, I will let you give the first word on this game.
There are two different trends that kind of go against each other. On one hand, as we talked about a lot, against Steelers, first round, they give up 20 points before they remember there's a football game going on. And then, on the other hand, this is the Monday night game. The Steelers have not lost on Monday Night Football at home since Chuck Noll was the head coach. So one of these stats is definitely going to fall, and I think it's going to be the latter one. I have zero faith in my team. I think the Texans are going to walk in, even in the cold weather, Texans going to walk in, take care of business, as teams usually do against my Steelers. And they're going to have a free pass to the divisional round to play the winner of Jacksonville and Buffalo.
All right, so you got Houston. You like Houston in this one. I mean, I saw this. Remember when we were on our show on Sunday and it opened up at like 3.5, and we were like, we kind of like it at 3.5, and then
2.5,
and then it dipped to 2.5.
2.5. Yep.
And I took it immediately. I was like, I'm taking that. Taking that. I put some money down on that one, and rightfully so. It went back up to 3.5. Now down to 3. So
it's moving a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of going back and forth. I think people are kind of split on it, and the money kind of tells that. Public, 47% of the public on the Texans, but the money, 65% of the money is on the Steelers. So, you know, we have at least that's on a 3-point spread.
I don't understand that. I really don't.
I
don't get it.
The amount of people I've seen this week predicting the Steelers to beat the Texans is mind-boggling. I mean, I can't. Everywhere I look, people are like, "Yep, Steelers got this game." I'm like, "What are you?" I don't understand what people are watching because the Steelers have kind of underwhelmed.
Shouldn't necessarily be in the playoffs. And no one, everyone's giving Jacksonville this love for their long winning streak, and no one is giving Houston love for their long winning streak. But you know what plays in playoffs a little bit?
Defense.
And Houston has an elite defense. Maybe the
Maybe
best defense in
Yeah,
the
maybe
NFL.
better than Denver's.
Oh, I think it is.
I think
better.
it probably is better than ours. Our defense has been a little leaky recently. I think the temperatures have been like there's going to be some bad temperatures in the forecast, harsh conditions, slow down Houston's quick receivers, take away some of that athletic advantage.
The biggest question is Houston's offense is not.
It's not
great
their
because
strength.
because they got rid of anybody that's good on their offensive line for some reason. I'm like, oh.
And then on that front, for whatever reason, when the Steelers play an offensive line that has nobody, they just forget how to pass rush completely. It's like, no, we don't have talent on the D line. What are you talking about? We've never had that.
I just Houston has to win this game and cover 2.5.
Yeah,
they have to.
Yeah,
I just don't see.
I don't see a world.
Pittsburgh's not that good. I mean, obviously not that good.
I know there is
They
one
haven't
more.
won. They have been embarrassed in the playoffs the last 5 or 6 times they've gone. Right, Rec, or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah. The last time that the Steelers were not down by at least 20 points in a playoff game was when they field goal the Chiefs to death.
Yeah, and I question marks on that game officiating wise, but it's fine. We'll move on.
I mean, there is one way for you that you think the Steelers could win this game.
Field goal to death.
No, I bet a bunch of different things in this game, mostly for the Texans.
I think you posted that in the Discord, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Of like all these Texans.
Yeah, I got Texans with the spread. Got like Texans first half spread, the first quarter spread. I got Steelers last team to score because they'll get a garbage time TD somewhere in there.
Yeah, McLovin. What I hate about the Texans is they have this elite defense. They could have just kept their offensive line mostly intact, at least for this year, and they chose not to. And now their offensive line sucks. They have Nico Collins and CJ Stroud and not much of a run game, and like the offense is not very good for Houston. But if they would have just kept their offensive line, they had a real window here this year to like be a legitimate threat to win the Super Bowl. Not that they can't even now, but like it's wide open this year, so they still theoretically could. But like I said in the offseason, I'm like, what are they doing with the offensive line? What are they doing? Why do you not? You have CJ Stroud, who played phenomenal as a rookie, and now you're just abandoning his ability to progress because there's no protection there. I don't understand that. Their defense, based off of a lot of high draft picks and all the moves they made, defense very, very good. Houston should win this game.
Also, too, shocker. I like the under. With the weather, 33 degrees, I think is around the temperature. 7-mile-per-hour winds, 11% chance of precipitation. Texans
not 7-mile-per-hour winds.
Texans only allowing 277 yards per game and 17.4 points per game, which is an NFL best. Aaron Rodgers, I think, struggles. Throw the weather in there. I don't know if the Houston offense is necessarily going to be blowing the doors off because we know that they can be hit and miss. So,
I mean, Rodgers, for the most part, is an underachiever in the playoffs. He's made one Super Bowl in a Hall of Fame career, right?
True.
Am I missing something here?
Very underachieving.
Yeah, well, they keep talking about how his defense and special teams kept selling.
Bullshit. There were a ton of games he lost in low-scoring games, like to the
I remember-
Niners.
What was that? Yeah, that Niners
even-
where it was like he didn't even put up a touchdown in that game. I don't think he put up an actual touchdown in that game. Or no, the Niners didn't put up a touchdown and they won the game.
he also played the Niners in 20. I guess technically it was
He played the Niners
Early-
4 times in the playoffs.
I mean, that's-
early 2020. They lost in the NFC Championship game by 1 million.
Yeah, the Niners are a house of horrors for for Aaron Rodgers. Definitely.
One of my favorites about like from one of his losses, you had a game against the Seahawks. I think both things happened where, of course, they had the fake field goal to get a touchdown cut into the lead, and then they had an onside kick where the DB just dropped the football. It was right to his chest, let it go. Seahawks got it, scored, sent to overtime, and won.
Crazy. So
Aaron Rodgers' fault.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Gotta teach him how to catch, obviously.
all right. So do we want?
But yeah, we can go ahead and put the Texans in. We all agree with them being the Steelers.
All right. So the games that we all like. We like the Los Angeles Rams. We like the Texans.
Yeah.
Those are the
Like the Patriots.
the consensus picks.
I think we all like the Bills.
No,
Well, like I said,
Chris picked the Jags.
I mean,
It's okay.
I'll be
Chris, it's
different.
okay.
I'll be different and take the Jags.
Yeah, it's okay. It's the Jags could win that game. It's not like a crazy pick.
Well, all right. So who's are we doing first? Do you want to run through Rec? Let's.
I think we do Houston at 2.5.
Oh, we're doing best bets. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't know if we were doing our actual like predictions or we're doing best bets. All right. So let's do best
we can
bets.
do predictions real quick. Oh, best bet shit.
Let's,
But yeah, we're
let's do
doing
best
Houston plus
bets, and then we'll
Houston
do
2.5.
So let
Minus
me hold on. Let me pull this up real quick.
I also have Houston Texans first quarter spread set at minus a half.
All right. So the first bet that we have that we locked in on Sunday was Houston. Oops. Let's do another one. Why?
All of your fonts are off apparently.
I know. Let's go. All of them are off. Oh, hold on. I got to turn them on. There we go. All right. Where are we at? So Houston minus 2.5.
Yep.
That's a guarantee. A guarantee.
We like the Green Bay first half, didn't we?
Green
Yeah,
Bay plus 1.5
First-
in the first half.
Yes, we had that.
So let's do that one. First half plus 1.5. That feels so good. Like, I mean, I'm gonna bet
It
that
feels
as soon
so
as
good that it'll lose.
it.
That's why I
Yeah,
All right. What else did we like? I know there was a couple teaser candidates. Jags teased up would be a decent one, but like, I that would mean we would have to take probably
The
the Bears, which I don't know. I mean,
Which
that
I'm not totally against, but we're also betting two sides of the coin there.
yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
I'm looking through the games again.
What was your? I think my favorite. I mean, I like a lot of the unders. I don't know if any of the unders stood out to you, but I think one of my two favorite unders were Philadelphia, San Francisco, and then also New England. And
In the
I like New England and LA quite a
Yeah,
bit too.
I would do that because Herbert's injury and also Chargers suck in the playoffs because Chargers.
So those are the
What's
two.
the Chargers team total?
Chargers team total.
That could be an interesting one.
Let's see. Chargers team total over under 20.5.
I'd lean the under in that.
I don't know.
I like the under there. Well, I guess unless the Patriots get to a big lead and then give up a couple garbage time TDs.
There's also the under in the Pittsburgh game too, with the weather and the defenses and this and that.
I wouldn't do that one.
Otherwise, Eagles, I'm on the fence at -4.5. If I had a lean in that one, it would be -4.5. The Rams, we were on the fence at 10.5.
How about Bryce Young to throw an interception against that Rams defense?
I mean, we also said Puka Nacua, whatever his over was, obviously.
Yeah. Let me see.
There's
Receiving, what do I get?
There's an
Puka Nacua.
longest reception over 26.5 yards. But then it's going to be the weather might be weird. It might be a little rainy, but
Playoffs are tough.
playoffs are a little tougher.
Yeah.
We crushed the playoffs record last year, by the way. We did great in the playoffs.
So one thing on Caesars is like it's in increments of 10 yards. At 100 plus yards, you get plus 104. At 90 plus yards, you get minus 129 for Puka.
I would take the Eagles at 3.5 in the second. 4.5 is a different animal.
Yeah, I don't like the Eagles one at all.
Well, I know, because you love your Niners. Best team in the league. Best team in the league.
And I'm going through the different games. Well, I also like the Texans first quarter spread of -0.5. Texans to just lead at the end of the first quarter.
Those are kind of tricky.
They got to score.
Yeah, and again, you're the Steelers in the playoffs. It's gonna happen.
What's New England first quarter? New England's gonna be up into the first.
Let me see. New England first quarter. Where is it? Let's go quarter.
New England -1.5.
First quarter. Yeah,
Or first
I'm
half.
beating them at -0.5 at plus 110 to plus 110 to just
what's-
lead after the first quarter.
What's New England first half?
first half?
New England first half, I got 2.5. -2.5.
Hang on. If my thing wants to work, I could. Come on,
I
scroll.
like New England there, but I know you like the Chargers, Chris. So
No, I just think it's going to be a close game. I mean, if there's anything that's going to happen in this game, I think the Patriots are the team that'll probably come out faster of the two teams.
they've come out hot. Even when they lost the game they've lost in the last 10 weeks to Buffalo, they had like a 21-point lead in the first half.
Yeah. So if anything, it wouldn't shock me if they lost this game with the pressure of having a lead and having to hold the lead. I can see that happening too. Maybe they do end up.
I like New England first half at -2.5.
I don't hate it either.
All right.
Let's do that one.
Also, just quick note, Scotty. For the Super Bowl, the NFC is a 2.5-point favorite.
Checks out.
Over under set of 49.5.
Mendoza.
We haven't even talked college football playoff, but that's happening too.
The college
We're
football playoff, I feel like this format isn't right.
But these 4 games should be, or these 2 games, I should say, should be good.
Let's see, what else do we have?
All right, New England first half -2.5 in that one, and then let's see. Is there
I mean, Lad will put up stats.
is there an over under 45? Where's this New England? What's the best number we have on?
40,
Or not New England.
I'm seeing 46.
On no. San Francisco, Philly, 44.5. Is there a 45 out there that we can get?
Okay, I feel like this is a trap, but I found a good bet for the Chargers Patriots game. I mean, it feels like a trap because it shouldn't be this low. Lad McConkey over 40.5 receiving yards.
He hasn't done much. He
That-
has not done much.
And again, if we think the Patriots are going to dominate, Lad will probably get some garbage time yards anyways. And if the Chargers win, Lad's going to be a part of it.
You know, another bet that usually is pretty standard in playoffs with the Bills is rushing yards for Josh Allen. What is Josh Allen's prop for that? 36.5.
Hmm.
36.5 seems tricky.
My issue is most people would just take the over automatically.
Yeah.
Thanks, P3. There's a school in Colorado where you can major in cannabis growing. Tuition is, although it's very high.
Very high. I mean, let's see.
I'm getting Josh Allen. What'd you say you got Josh Allen rush yards at?
36.5.
Yeah, I got that, dude. Got James Cook at 79.5.
I mean, I'll stick by my. I'll stick by either L.A. New England under or Philly San Fran under. Whatever one feels better, we can probably go with one of those.
Philly, San Fran, LA, Carolina. Is that what you said?
Philly San Fran or L.A. No. L.A. New England.
Oh, that LA.
Those are probably my two top favorite unders that I like this weekend. Between those two. So if one feels better and we get a better number, I would take, I don't know, I got 46.5 for New England.
I can't choose. You pick, Chris. You get the death here.
Everything is on you.
Everything puts on me.
Choose wisely.
Don't choose wrong, though.
Rams lose or win, I truly don't care.
Let's go Eagles. Do we have a 45.5 out there? Or 45?
Let me look.
If we can get a 45, I love it. All right. So we got this, we got this, we got this. I'm going to put 45 hoping that we can find something.
What a cheater.
Well, no, I'm you got one of you guys will track down a 45 somewhere.
We do have a 45.
Let's go.
We do have a 45.
Where is it?
What site is this?
Hmm.
Bet Rivers. Bet Rivers.
Bet Rivers.
Bet Phillip Rivers.
Bet Rivers has it at 45.
Okay, I like it. All right, San Francisco, Philly under 45. Love it. Let's go. So there we go.
Opened at 46.5.
I still like it.
Okay.
Still like it. Let's go with it.
Everywhere else, it's literally 44.5. But Bet Rivers got us.
They reeled us in there. Thank you, P3, for all the bits in the chat. You know, if you combined all those bits, we might be able to actually hear your hear your messages. But thank you for all the bits. Appreciate you.
So, but yeah.
I need to go to Coors Field and get me a beer. Yes, you do. It's a great place to have a beer. As you all know, I'm a diehard Raider fan, and I'm LA born and raised. If the Rams lose or win, I truly don't care. Okay.
Yeah, there's no ties. Do LA fans really care about those teams? I don't know.
Oh, by the way, yeah.
The link for the
Yeah, we have a contest, a playoff a contest that we are running. Rec will put that in the chat right now. Second season NFL playoff challenge for Action Lab. Password capital L Lab Rats, all one word, 1. There you go. In the chat, join it, and it's free. You don't have to enter any kind of credit cards or anything. All you got to do is just join, and
just send us your credit card information.
you can send you can DM on the Discord.
Discord.
Yeah. That's even better. So there you go. All right. So those are the best bets. We're gonna try to improve 17, 10, and 1 on the season since we started combining our picks this way. We've been crushing. So let's continue that road. All right. So let's close these out, and then now we are going to get to our predictions. Let's go ahead and get to it here. Get this out of here. And then forget what window we're using here. There we go.
Windows 98.
There we go. All right. So, Rec, do you want to go first?
You sure?
All right. So what?
We have the ones that we've already predetermined: Rams, Patriots, Texans. I would go Bills over the Jaguars.
So Texans win, the Bills win, and you got the Patriots.
Yes.
And then on the NFC side,
I would lean the Niners over the Eagles. Oh, the betting line is kind of making me concerned. And then Packers, Bears. I'm gonna go Green Bay.
okay.
Take this here. Texans Patriots is gonna be a fun one, low key. I mean, both coaches have made it to the playoffs, but Vrabel hasn't done it with this team. Vrabel's made it to the AFC Championship game before. I would go. Patriots over the Texans.
Ooh. Okay.
Because again, I think this is where the offensive line beat Houston kills them. Bills, Broncos. Again, it's gonna be another one of those low-scoring, annoying games. Actually, part of this being part of the parody is that you get past the first round and nearly every game is like, I don't know.
Well, there's so many different variations.
There's parity in the first round because no team is that good outside of maybe that Rams Panthers game. Every other game is within 4.5. Like that's unusual for a wild card round.
Yeah,
a lot. Like that doesn't.
Oh, yeah. For Bills Broncos, I'm going to lean Buffalo.
Okay.
Other side, Seahawks, they take care of Green Bay. That's the one that I'm really confident in on that side.
Okay.
Seahawks, and then Rams, Niners, divisional matchup. It'll be at LA. Although the Rams don't have a home field advantage. Usually when it comes to those, I lean the home team in divisional games, so I'll go Rams.
Okay, so you got Rams, Seahawks, Bills, Patriots.
I'll go Bills. And I will go Seahawks. With my champion being the Bills.
Bills. Okay, so there you go. Take a screenshot.
Very safe pick.
There, take a screenshot. This is your prediction for the Super Bowl and the playoffs. We're gonna save all these and see how close each of us get. Okay, so there you go. Rex got the Bills. Let's go back. Let's refresh this and reset to the beginning. Scotty, you want me to go or do you want to go?
I don't care.
Don't matter to me. You go ahead.
Okay. I'll start at top left. I'll take Packers over Bears. And
Obviously,
I'll take
Rams.
Eagles over Niners and Rams over Panthers. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking Bills over Jags, and I'm taking Texans over Steelers.
Okay. And Chargers,
Patriots.
Patriots. And then you got
Patriots. Sorry.
Okay.
Seahawks beat the Packers. Top left. Rams beat Eagles. Top left.
So we have the same NFC Championship game.
Yes. And unfortunately, the same AFC Championship game. I got Bills beating the Broncos. I got Patriots beating the Texans.
Okay.
I have Bills beating the Patriots. And I have Rams beating Seahawks.
Bills and Rams.
And then I have the Rams winning it all.
Rams
right.
winning it. Okay. Take a screenshot. That's Scotty's. Rams winning it all. Okay, there you go. Let's take a look at the chat here. NFC champ Bears versus Seahawks. AFC championship Broncos versus Jags, says Amishra. Pants Party. Small market team is gonna be mad. Yeah.
I mean, Bills are pretty small market.
Bills kind of technically count as small market.
Well, not kind of. Buffalo is one of the smallest markets.
Yeah.
Didn't we do the math? Didn't we like look at like the size of Buffalo on the last stream? And like,
I
yeah,
don't even know why they have teams.
Yeah. We did that during the city tier list.
If they rebooted all of the leagues, Buffalo wouldn't have a team. But good for Buffalo to like. They have diehard fans that support those teams, so they're fine.
all right, let's go through this. I'll take the Packers, I'll take the Eagles, and I'll take the Rams. All of us are going to have a very similar looking NFC because I do have the Seahawks beating the Packers, and I do have the Rams beating the Eagles. And then from there,
Did you have the Packers or Bears? And that's the only. Or no, you had the Niners though.
Yeah, I had the Packers and the Niners.
Okay, you had the Niners. That's the only difference in the opening round. Okay.
and then Seahawks and Rams. I'm gonna go Rams as my left side of the bracket here. New England and see the AFC is where it all gets screwy, right? I got the Houston Texans, that's for sure. I'm gonna go with the Jags in this one. I'm going Jags over the Bills. I think
over our AFC representative in the Super Bowl. No, you're good.
Going Jags in this one. I think that there's some. I think they're going to be an interesting team. And then I am going to go. I think the Patriots are just going to outlast the Chargers in the end. I like the Chargers more on the spread than I do in the actual game. I think the Patriots get the win there. So that would match up Houston, Denver, Jags, and Patriots. Man, this is tough, man.
You just take Denver now. It's fine.
Denver has the game plan to beat Houston. I think they've beat them already.
Is it injure their starting quarterback in the first half?
Yes.
Yep.
Is that the game
That's
plan?
basically
they were
it.
losing prior to that.
I think the Broncos win against the Texans, and the Jags beat the Patriots. Jags beat the Patriots.
Wow.
We got Jags and Broncos. The Jags crushed the Broncos early in the season, or like before the season's over. That's what makes this tough. Is it weird that I'm kind of leaning towards putting the Jags in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
you made this bracket, none of us did, Chris.
it's like,
They've made countless Super Bowls.
I just don't see.
They've made the same amount of Super Bowls as you and I.
This is tough because I have a quarterback in Bo Nix that I don't trust to like make it to a Super Bowl. I think they can get a win or two, but I also don't believe that the Jags.
If they get 2 wins, they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm going Broncos.
Love it.
You can't beat the same. You know,
I know you're not picking Broncos in this game. Though.
No, I got LA.
Yeah.
I got LA beating the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Amisha Duval winning it all.
Yeah, I mean,
Duval.
Yeah. By the way, can we also say that one of the biggest X factors in the entire playoffs is the Jacksonville Jaguars kicker who can kick 67, 68 yarders like it's nothing. I mean, he is
hit 70 preseason.
like, I will say,
The NFL does, if that becomes consistent, the NFL needs to do something. Because when teams start at the 35 and if they make 15 yards and can kick a field goal, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Now, you get Cam Little, you get the Jaguars kicker in the Denver weather. He's got the wind to his back. He can nail him from 85 possibly.
Well, 85 is aggressive.
I'm
85.
just saying, if you
I
add
don't know what you think. We're not on the moon.
I'm just saying, I've seen him hit 70 before.
Okay,
He
but
hit-
85 is also 15 more yards than that. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
Math.
85 is
He
aggressive.
can hit a 100-yard field goal.
Yeah. On the moon, which apparently Denver is on the moon now.
Might as well be.
Serious. So there you go. Those are our predictions. I went a little
really
bold.
talking about the Broncos in the Super Bowl. No, only one of us is, and he's a Broncos fan.
I'm going bold with my
They are
predictions.
they're the one seed.
They
you
are,
know?
and they do have
Can
a.
they make the Super Bowl? Absolutely.
Do they have a home field advantage that is a little bit? I mean, it's going to be snow. I think I heard the weather reports for it's like early.
What? Stop it.
It's
You-
early, but supposedly
What?
that first game that the Broncos host will potentially be a snow game.
Okay, hold on.
What's the what's the 20-day forecast?
I don't have that. Also, another note from the your preseason over/under rankings.
Oh,
You know, you
did
two-
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
bad
two
did
going
I-
head to
how-
head?
How bad did I lose by?
I counted I only counted the ones that you two disagreed on, which there were 13 teams that y'all disagreed on. In that, the winner by a score of 11-2 was Scotty.
What?
Oh,
Wow.
11-2.
Chris!
That was a
Look at me.
landslide.
Like 11-2.
Wow.
Not even
Congrats,
close. You had
Scott.
a
You don't even-
bad-
Need to do a screen cap on Chris's playoff predictions. I mean, we know he's awful. Now. I'm just kidding.
I mean, and he did also lose the super contest.
Yeah. I mean,
Listen, percentage wise, I've been on fire with all my picks this year. Just saying, percentage wise, because I don't always make them. But when I do, they're pretty damn good.
congrats, Scotty. You took the over under last year. Last year. I think I won by 1 or something. It was like a.
Yeah, it's always been really close. I didn't.
I think last year you
11.
dominated, and then before that it was
Oh,
close.
That could be.
I think I've won the last 2. You won. You crushed me this year. So yeah, it's man.
Okay, that was pure domination.
I was way off. Damn.
9-game difference.
I mean,
9-game difference.
An idiot
What
sandwich.
I'm seeing, Chris, on my weather report, since you wanted to bring it up,
yeah. Let's.
is- I'm trying to think when they would play. The first game, whether it's Saturday or Sunday. Saturday might have a little snow at 40 degrees though. Like, can it snow at 40 degrees? Not by
It can.
what not by my science that I've been told, but science isn't real, so maybe. 18th is 42 degrees and partly cloudy. The next weekend, 38 degrees, partly cloudy on Saturday. Sunday is 39 with a chance for snow.
Okay. All right. So
I also feel like
but
it all depends on.
I feel like this is why science is fake. Because I've been told water cannot freeze unless it's 32 degrees, but 40 and 39 does not create
No,
freezing temperatures.
So what it is, it's a whole lot colder up in the atmosphere.
we're getting it.
so it doesn't melt. So it doesn't melt in time.
I will
become
say
water.
these games in Denver, if they play them, will not be affected by weather.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see. But yeah, 32 degrees.
Which I also think actually the result of the first 2 AFC games will determine what day Denver plays, because since the Texans play on a Monday, Steelers Texans is on a Monday, so they'll want that team to play on that next Sunday, so they don't have 5 days between games.
I think almost by rule, if you play on Monday, you have to play on Sunday. I believe.
Yeah. Yes. If the Jaguars win like you believe, you're playing on Sunday. If the Bills win like me and Scotty believe, you're playing on Saturday.
Okay. All right. Well, it'll be interesting, and I can't wait. Guys, join the Discord and join the contest that we have so that we can all stay in touch while we're watching all of these games all throughout the weekend. Make sure you guys are jumping in. It's free, and it's not going to cost you anything, and we're always chatting through the Discord. We had some fun coach conversations. Some of us might say there were fun coach conversations in the Discord this past week. But it always can get pretty interesting. So always, if you want to talk some sports, that's the place to be. Join us in the Discord. So
look, all I'm saying is John Harbaugh is not a top 10 coach in the league. I'm not even sure.
All time in wins in the history of the NFL, but not a current top 10 coach.
Yeah, because the past doesn't have an effect on today.
Okay, but you also don't know what's happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
So-
Well, yeah, we don't know who's getting. Well, I know no coach is getting hired tomorrow, with no head coach.
I think Harbaugh's gonna wait to see if one or two more spots open up. If these are the only spots that open up, I think it'll be the Giants coach. If other spots open up, it could change things.
Do you think he'd go to Miami? I don't know. Miami's not a great spot for him.
I don't think he'd go to Miami. No. No. I think Brady will try really hard to get in or Stefanski to Las Vegas. I think Brady will go after those two pretty aggressively.
Like I've said for a couple of years now, I like Stefanski more than Harbaugh.
And I'm not saying that's wrong, but there's not clear evidence to prove that to be true either.
Yeah, I just want to see Kevin Stefanski on a team with a coach and ownership that doesn't screw, or the GM and ownership that doesn't screw him at every opportunity.
Yeah, I would like Stefanski to take a year off from coaching and just be the OC for the Chiefs. But I've also heard rumors that we're going to get Mahomes' old friend as the OC potentially.
Kingsbury?
I don't love that, to be honest. Not a big Kingsbury guy.
He wasn't bad as offensive coordinator in Washington.
Just not
Definitely
my
better than he was as a head coach, I'll tell you that much.
Amisha, which job do you think is most appealing for the for the coaches?
Giants.
I think we said the Giants was probably the best job of all of them.
And like I said,
Obviously,
I like
Baltimore can be, obviously, but Baltimore's not an easy job because it comes with
Lamar.
you got to win immediately, and you come with Lamar, which I don't trust.
I would go Baltimore just because of the fact that, like Pittsburgh, they're very patient with their coaches. Like they're not going to fire. Like unless the new guy's absolute trash, you're not going to fire him in 2 years.
Big day to get today for the Chiefs. They fired their wide receiver coach, which is
I
maybe the easiest decision we've ever seen.
You did it.
Hey,
Such an awful wide receiver coach.
Now, if you're a Chiefs fan, you're probably hoping and praying that the Titans hire Matt Nagy.
I don't think Matt Nagy will be back regardless. I think he'll either be a head coach somewhere or an offensive coordinator somewhere else.
Yeah. And also, did you hear who the Titans are interviewing on Friday?
Matt Nagy?
No.
Or DC?
Nope.
They're interviewing both of our coordinators.
Yeah, I know that, but they're also interviewing one of your old friends from Dallas.
I think the front runner in Tennessee is Matt Nagy.
Maybe.
The GM is a former Chiefs guy,
Right.
very close to Matt Nagy. I think Matt Nagy's the front runner to be the head coach.
And if that's the
in
case,
Tennessee.
the Titans are screwed. Which I know on Friday they're interviewing Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett back in the game? What?
I wouldn't do that. I think VJ should get another chance, Chris.
Vance,
Joseph.
he's got
a couple.
he's got a couple
of
he's got an interview with the Raiders, maybe. I think I heard is one of them, and then
Raiders and
I think there was another.
I think Baltimore. Which I
We're
love
so
that.
afraid of retreads, but retreads work sometimes. Not all,
Sometimes.
obviously not all the time, but like they
I
can.
also like I like the Raiders going after Vance Joseph because the last time they hired a Broncos failed head coach, it worked out so well.
I mean,
Always does great.
I think Vance Joseph would not be successful if he took the Vegas job. I would highly.
You
mean-
also want him to stay in Denver.
I would love for him to stay in Denver. I don't think he will. I think there's a chance that he'll probably get picked up somewhere. I think he will get picked up somewhere.
I don't think he was a good head coach at all the last time, and I don't know if anything would change. But he's a good DC.
That's true. Yeah, and that's what's going to suck next year. Also, I think Davis Webb is our quarterback's coach, which is kind of a weird one. He's interviewing.
He's getting interviewed.
He's getting interviewed for a couple, but then it's
He would
like
get a job.
it's interesting who they would. I think they would probably just promote like one of the young dudes within because you can't bring in a play caller because Sean Payton calls the plays. So that's a weird one. Just bring in someone to just,
That feels like a problem right now, but yeah.
it's kind of a weird setup here, But anyways, we will. Scotty, you're going to be out for a couple streams, aren't you? Not this Sunday or this?
I'll be here on Sunday.
Okay,
And then I'm out the next week.
the next week. But also
Both
too,
days.
I want to say, what's the timing for Sunday's game?
I don't
It's
think it's the same.
I think it's at 7:10, so it's 10 minutes earlier.
actually no, it starts at like 6 Mountain Time. So
I'm sorry, 7. I'm sorry, 7 in the best time zone.
oh yeah, so it's
7:10 for me, 6:10 for you.
it's a little earlier. So I guess that's
10
that's
minutes.
not too
10
bad.
minutes earlier.
Yeah, so that's not too bad. So we'll still be here Sunday for Sunday Night Football to watch the Chargers and the Patriots here live on Action Lab Sports. So make sure you tune into that so we can see where everything is shaping up leading into the Monday night. Because at that point, we'll have a good idea. Well, I mean, we'll know of all the games, and we'll see where things are slotting in. We'll look at the lines. We'll see where those are lining up. So that'll be a lot of fun. So make sure you stay tuned with us this Sunday for that. But that's going to do it for us tonight. We're going to send you over to Volume Bets. They are, looks like a small stream that, let's see, what has he got going on? He's got he's doing some bets. Yeah, he's doing a $1 to $1 million challenge. And he's got like a few people in his stream. So,
I'll take the million.
let's give him a little bit of a boost here. Let's give him a little bit of a fun, a little raid here. And you can help it. You can tell him what our best bets are and be like, hey, the guys at Action Lab are crushing it. Take their bets, put it into your little,
except for Chris's.
well,
Ignore everything Chris says.
until they all hit.
Follow Rec and Scott.
Questionable on rec, but
Hey.
but we will be back live this Sunday as mentioned. But can you put the chat one more, or the contest one more time in the chat? Join if you haven't already. It's free. We'll post a couple announcements in the Discord as well to make sure you guys
Join the Discord.
That way you have that, and you can join in even when we're not online. So there you go. Join Volume Bets. Thank you for the bits, P3. Thank you for the follow, Amishra. Diacola, thank you for the 50 months. Wow, it's been that long. It's crazy. We have our celebration coming up here very soon too. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Love you guys. Between now and Sunday, go be a good person. Go live in the moment. We don't do that enough. Put the phones down. Enjoy the people and things around you, and be a good person, or don't be a bad person. Right?
Don't be a Rashi.
Don't be a Rashi.
Is that bad taste?
Allegedly.
Is that too soon?
Allegedly.
That might have been too far.
Don't be a Rashi, to be honest. Even if he was somewhat innocent. Don't be a Russian.
Don't be rushed.
Yeah, don't race with drugs and guns in your car and then flee the scene of a crash.
Track record's not great. Scotty, what else you got?
No, appreciate you guys. As always, enjoy. Not only do we have a great NFL weekend, we got the college football playoff coming up on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
I think.
We can talk about that on Sunday too.
Yeah, so semifinals for the college football national championship should be some fun games there, including my Ducks. So I'll be paying close attention to that one against Indiana, who seems like a juggernaut, which seems weird to say out loud. But
I know. It's one of those
seems
things
real.
like, yeah, you hear the scores 34-3 against Alabama. It's like, oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Wait, who won?
Huh?
Indiana.
No.
So
The state where tacos and burritos are sandwiches.
Yep.
Yeah. So have some fun, watch a lot of football, watch sports, spend time with your family, your friends. Have a good week to close out this week, and then enjoy the weekend with all the football action you get to watch. So we'll see you back on Sunday.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Deuces.
Bye, everybody. Asante Samuel might look good in the postseason now. No.
Is he available?
Yep, he's a starter.
Key to victory.
Never mind. Steelers are winning the Super Bowl.